They told her, "You're just a widow. Stay quiet. The throne isn't for you." She didn't argue. She sent the fleet. Teuta, the queen Rome will never forget. 3rd century, BC. The eastern shore of the Adriatic. This is Illyria, not the barbaric backwater Rome liked to call it. A state with a fleet, an army, trade routes, and ambitions. Teuta is the wife of King Agron. She watches, she learns, she stays silent. 231 BC. Agron dies. Suddenly, after a victory banquet. And this is where the real story begins. Because everyone around her was certain, without a man beside her, the power would crumble. They were wrong. Teuta becomes regent for her young stepson. This was supposed to be temporary, a transition period, until a real ruler could be found. Instead, she does what any smart politician surrounded by enemies does. She expands. The Illyrian fleet seizes trade routes. Greek cities fall. Dyrrhachium, Phoenix. Illyrians land on the islands. She didn't ask for a seat at the table. She brought her own table. Rome sends envoys. 2 brothers, Gaius and Lucius Coruncanius. Their message is simple. Stop attacking Roman merchants. Teuta listens and responds. The Illyrian state does not interfere with its citizens in their private activities at sea. Translation from diplomatic. My people do what they want. Not my problem. Goodbye. Lucius, the younger brother, allows himself a sharp remark in return. And you know what happens to people who think they can cut a woman off mid-sentence? He's killed on the way home, by her order, or with her consent. Polybius doesn't specify, but the result is the same.
When the news reaches Rome, the Senate cannot believe it. Not because of the killing, but because of who did the killing. A woman, a queen who, by their logic, should have been trembling at the mere mention of Rome. 229 BC, Rome deploys 200 warships and 20,000 soldiers. Both consuls, simultaneously, lead the campaign. That had never happened before. One woman forced Rome to mobilize like it had never mobilized against any king in the region. Illyria could not stand against the full force of Rome's war machine. No one could. 228 BC. Teuta sues for peace. The terms are brutal. Loss of territory. The fleet reduced to 2 ships. No weapons. No sailing south of a designated point. They locked her inside her own sea. And then she disappears from the historical record. She didn't die in battle. She wasn't executed. She simply stopped being useful to historians. Because historians wrote for Rome.
Her war was called a minor episode. But it was she who gave Rome the pretext to enter the eastern Adriatic and never leave. It was through this crack that Rome pushed into Greece, into Macedonia, into the Balkans. Teuta changed the map of the world, and her name won't even be taught in school. How many times have you been told you were too ambitious, that you were taking on too much, that you should just wait your turn? Teuta didn't wait. And Rome, the most powerful empire in the ancient world, decided it needed to declare war on her. That's not failure. That's recognition.
They called her a pirate. What she actually was too big for them. Teuta of Illyria, 229 BC, forever.